So now we're getting into how to start a class. So the first thing you want to do is turn the projector on and set the display to PC so you can see it on the projector. Next, you sign it to Zoom. Every computer has Zoom on the desktop, so you just double click it to open it and sign in.
So we have single sign-on, would they just click on single sign-on and log in?
Yes. Okay, so now we're at the Zoom main screen. You either have your choice of starting a new meeting, which will generate a new meeting ID, or you can hit join if you've already scheduled your Zoom meetings and place it in your syllabus. So we're just going to start a new meeting. Sometimes it's going to ask if you want to join with computer audio. You always do. And now we're in our meeting. So at the moment, this is using the ceiling mounted camera. So you have ways of adjusting this camera using the remote right here. When you want to change presets, you hit the preset button and then call. So preset 1 is always the straight on view of the board with the one that the projector is projecting onto. Preset 2 goes to the leftmost board, and then preset 3 goes to the next board in that line. If there's more than 2 or 3 whiteboards, we continue on with the presets and capture all of them from left to right. So this particular room only has 3 whiteboards, so we're only using 3 presets. But in other rooms, if you have whiteboards on the side, that'll be preset 1 because it's projecting onto it. And then if you had a whiteboard on this wall, this would be 2, and then 3, and then 4 as you go around the room. So every room is set up like that. So the first one is always the projector one, and then after that it's from left to right. The projector one is tuned so that if you write on the whiteboard, you'll be able to read it, which is very important. And the other ones zoom out a little bit so you can get a bigger view. To change cameras, you go all the way to the bottom left of the screen where you have your video options. There's a little caret right here that you click, and you have 3 different options for cameras. You have HuddleCam HD, USB Capture HDMI, and HuddleCam HD again. Unfortunately, both cameras have the exact same name. So to switch from one camera to the other, you just click the HuddleCam HD that is not selected. So right now we're using the discussion camera, which is the one mounted right here. Like I said, it's not physically mounted to anything, but it is secured so that it can't walk. So the suggestion is if you just wanted to do one-on-one instruction and you wanted to face the audience, this would capture you. And if you wanted to capture a classroom discussion in your Zoom meeting, you just turn it around to face the rest of the class. I'll just leave it like this for now. All right. This is just a standard Zoom meeting. So if you're experienced with Zoom at all, if you've used it at home with your families, it's exactly the same. There's nothing special about it. That's that. All right, so the last piece is the wireless sharing, the Airtame. So in order to use that screen sharing in Zoom, you click on Share Screen, which is the big green button right in the middle. And then you click Advanced. And then it says Content from Second Camera. When you click this, it's going to use the wireless input. Make sure you hit Share Computer Sound as you would with any other Zoom meeting, and then share. Right now I'm sharing my computer wirelessly, so it's showing this. So you will see this screen in every room. Everyone is going to be a little different. They're all going to have their own different Wi-Fi networks. So in this particular room, it's Kennedy 125. So the wireless network is direct-ken 125.
And you don't have to connect to that if you're using a laptop or iPad?
Correct. So if you wanted to share wirelessly from your laptop, your iPad, your iPhone, Android phone, pretty much any device, you connect to this room's Wi-Fi, not the Curry Wi-Fi. It has to be this room's Wi-Fi at the moment. And then after that, you put in this password. It's screen share. It's screen share in every room. So you don't have to memorize new passwords for every room. It doesn't dynamically generate. That's all it is. And then I have the sharing instructions. So for Apple devices, Apple makes their own documentation that they keep updated, and I've linked to it right here. It's basically, you know, if you're on an iPad, there's your screen mirroring mode, and you just hit that and mirror it. On your Mac, there's a display button that I'll go into in a minute that'll show this display. On Windows, we're installing the Airtame app. You go to airtame.com/download and run it. And at the end of this, I will demo this with all of you individually, just to see how that works. But it's as easy as you download the app, you open up the app, and then you find the room and connect to it. So there's no like entering IP addresses, entering special passwords or anything. Each device is PIN code protected so that you can't have a student just randomly like get into the wireless system and show whatever they want or anything like that, and it changes every time. So every time you go to connect your device, it'll bring up a PIN code for you to connect to.
How do you know what the PIN code is?
That's a great question. I'll show you right now.